A truce is declared between Victoria and Adam, who both feel hopeless. It looks like Chelsea is going to the hotel rooftop seeking relief from suffering. A show for the young and the uneasy. On today's episode of The Young and the Restless, Johnny and Connor make amends, Victoria receives a phone call from Nate, and Lily gives Devin some awful news. It's definitely for the best that Billy runs into a preoccupied Chelsea at the park, who tells him about her encounter with Johnny and Victoria and how his ex forbade her from seeing the boy. Chelsea, who has stunned Billy by agreeing with Victoria's requests, reveals that she witnessed Johnny's distress about the issue today. Like everyone else, she wants to prioritize him. Chelsea feels bad because she pushed too hard when she shouldn't have. Having done so with Johnny and Connor, she has unleashed a Pandora's box from which there is no return. Billy points out that they couldn't have predicted his reaction anyway. Chelsea will relent and declare that this was a rude awakening. She plans to wait a few years in the hopes that Johnny would alter his mind. Though Billy sees the logic in it, he also recognizes the emotional complexity. He cautions her against having too high of hopes. Johnny's acceptance is not something she should count on. Chelsea reassures him that despite her optimism, she is firmly rooted in reality. She was so thrilled by the prospect of Johnny finally learning the truth about her that she hurried up a development that wasn't quite ready. She was obviously feeling disoriented and, as Billy surmised, was reaching out for help. She claims she is able to think rationally now and is prepared to move on. As far as Billy is concerned, that's the optimal solution. She wants him to reassure Victoria and Johnny that she won't trouble them again. When Devin and Lily go to society, Abby is moaning to them that her and Chance's Halloween plans with Dominic had to be cancelled because of her husband's stakeout. Devin, after she has left, confides in Lily that he worries about Abby and Chance since he has been so busy at work. To Lily, that is not Chance's fault. Devin is simply concerned that Abby is resentful of his dedication to law enforcement. Since he cares for them, he wants them to be happy and successful. Upon learning that Billy is leaving Chancellor Winters, Lily changes the subject to discuss the challenges faced by other spouses in the workplace. For some reason, now seems like the worst possible time for Devin to depart. Since Lily considers the business to be more of her dream than Billy's, Billy has decided to go on to other endeavors that truly excite him. Devin is upset that they have to replace yet another COO. Lily notes that even if he offered to stay on longer, having a COO who doesn't want to be there is more of a detriment than an asset. Devin speculates whether or not she would have asked him to remain on if they weren't dating. Lily is concerned about both Billy and herself. She feels bad that he couldn't stay, and she's disappointed things didn't work out, but she realizes it's for the best that he didn't. Devin agrees that the happiness of the couple is the most vital consideration. Lily inquires after Amanda. The situation with her mom hasn't improved, and he has no idea when she'll be able to come home. Things have been a little tense between them, and he's not sure if it's the distance. Lily leaves to meet Billy, while Devin stays behind to make sure Abby is doing okay. When Connor and Johnny are at Crimson Lights, they run into each other. Johnny says he's waiting for his mom, while Connor claims he came with his dad. The older boy assures his younger brother that he is not to blame for the situation, and they confirm that they are both aware that Chelsea is Johnny's birth mom. They both find it peculiar. Johnny tells Connor that his mother seems to be following him around. According to Connor, she's been acting peculiar as of late. Adam overhears them talking and hangs up his phone to join them on the terrace. When Victoria finally shows up, Johnny immediately inquires about her and Chelsea's park antics. Victoria reassures him that she has resolved the issue with Chelsea and that they instead focus on Halloween. Connor admits he won't be spending the night at the ranch, instead opting to spend the night at a friend's place. Victoria makes fun of the youngsters by telling them that grandfather has a hidden supply of chocolates. Adam and Victoria go out onto the patio, and Adam inquires as to what transpired between Chelsea and Johnny. Because the woman doesn't know when to stop, Victoria tells him. Once inside, Johnny and Connor decide that they would want to hang out as cousins or brothers. They both find it strange and long for things to return to normal. If they hang together tonight, Johnny says he can skip the overnight. In agreement, Connor says, "You should certainly come." Adam and Victoria talk about how much trouble Chelsea's revelation has caused Johnny and Connor out on the patio. Victoria explains that she has been persistent in her attempts to force the issue, prompting Victoria to finally urge her to stop. Adam assumes that she felt a great deal of pain as a result of that and begs Victoria to have mercy on her. Victoria informs him it can't happen at the moment. Although she said she was helping Johnny, she really only wanted to get romantically involved with him. She has some compassion for her, but it pales in comparison to her worries about Johnny. She argues that if Connor is also distressed, Adam and Chelsea's immediate attention should be focused solely on him. Adam gives his approval with a nod. Chelsea sobs alone in her suite. Johnny and Connor manage to persuade Adam and Victoria to allow them all hang out at the Crimson Lights sleepover together. Adam suggests that he pick up the boys in the morning, and Victoria says that her kid is welcome to go. The two young men skip off into the distance. When Billy finally shows up, he informs Victoria and Adam that the two of them smiling at each other is the most terrifying sight he'll witness all Halloween. Victoria claims that she and Adam were conspiring for the benefit of their sons. Adam says it was great and advises Billy to follow their lead. Victoria puts an end to the ensuing smarkfest by informing Billy about Johnny and Connor's plans. Billy wishes them fun and enjoyment. Adam takes the boys and heads out, but before he goes, Billy reports to Victoria that he met Chelsea at the park, and that she approved of the new regulations. For this, Victoria is really appreciative. Even though Billy tries to ignore his uneasy feelings, he just can't seem to put his finger on what's wrong. Her manner is strange, they said. As Chelsea sobs alone in her suite, she hears Billy, Chloe, Victoria, Connor, Johnny, and Adam's voices in her head. With a shake of her head, she covers her head with a pillow and goes to sleep. When Abby returns to society, Devin asks her once again what's bothering her. She is probably not concealing it very well, and Abby agrees that this is not the Halloween she had hoped for. If anyone deserves to be angry, it's me, the speaker says. When a police officer does his duty, who can possibly object? Devin reassures her that she isn't a nasty person. As painful as it is, there are times when they wish the person they care about were different. Over drinks at Crimson Lights, Billy and Victoria can't stop gushing over Katie's Halloween parade. They discuss how tough of a day he's had because of Delia, and then they go on to Johnny. Eventually, they expect to have to cope with the angst of their teenagers. He is happy that he and Connor are still on good terms. To Victoria, this is evidence that he is finally accepting the situation, though she still wishes he would open up to her about it. Katie's costume is praised by Lily, who suddenly appears. She longs for the days when her twins were young. Nate sends Victoria a text saying he's given her proposition some mind, and she immediately leaves. The conversation begins with Billy inquiring of Lily if she still resents him for going to see Nate. She's eager to leave the past behind. They make plans to visit Noah's nightclub. At Chelsea's apartment, Adam announces that he has just dropped off Connor and Johnny at the Halloween party. Chelsea is relieved that Johnny has forgiven Connor for telling the truth about her. Adam suggested that they stop by Noah's bar for a beverage. Chelsea is in agreement. She plans to tidy up a bit and join him there. Chelsea uses the restroom and examines her reflection. Victoria of Newman Enterprises texts, Nate, eager to hear your reaction. Is tonight a good time to get together? Chelsea hears voices in the mirror in her suite's bathroom and starts screaming. Even if she attempts to calm herself, the thoughts in her head won't stop. Holding her head, she shouts, "Stop." Allie gets them a drink at Noah's club, where he warmly greets Billy and Lily. As soon as they enter, they run into Adam and chat for a moment before deciding to take a seat. Lily tells Billy that she broke the news to Devin that he is leaving Chancellor Winters, and that he was not delighted to hear it. They wait for Chelsea to join Adam and then do so. Billy thinks she shouldn't be hanging out with him, but Lily assures him that she's all right. As Adam stands in the corner, he tells Chelsea to quit being so hard on herself. She agrees with him that her attention is best served looking ahead. She now understands that her efforts to have Johnny meet her biological mother were misguided. Adam wants nothing but the best for her, so he hopes she keeps making progress. When Adam proposes she see a therapist, Chelsea takes him by surprise by agreeing. "Please assist me. I need to break free from my constant state of worry and despair." Her situation will improve, Adam says. As he continues to ramble on about Connor's Halloween getup, Chelsea tunes him out. She sees Billy and Lily dancing together and a kiss between Noah and Allie. Chelsea tries hard to focus on Adam, but the voices in her thoughts soon creep back in. She needs to use the restroom, so she'll be leaving for a moment. As she storms off, Billy watches her worriedly. Chelsea breathes deeply on the rooftop but finds herself fighting the whispers in her head once more shortly after. I beg you, stop right now, I can't take it. Please take away the anguish. I can't take it any longer. She walks out to the edge and surveys the passing traffic below. Get in touch with the appropriate resources by dialing 988 in the United States or 1-833-456-4566 in Canada if you or someone you know is having suicide thoughts.